The economics of regen ag. This is the Change Underground. I'm your host, John. Decarbonise the air, recarbonise the soil. Welcome to episode 8 of season 9, the economics of regenerative agriculture. Regen ag continues to gain momentum as a sustainable and environmentally positive approach to farming. While its environmental benefits are well documented, there's often a question mark surrounding the economics of regen ag. Can it be profitable? Let's explore the economics and see how that can not only benefit the environment but also boost profits. Understanding regen ag. Before we go into the economics, we'll briefly review what regen ag entails. Regen ag is an holistic approach to farming that focuses on improving soil health, conserving biodiversity, and mitigating climate change. Key principles are minimal soil disturbance, cover cropping, diverse crop rotations, livestock integration, reduced to zero chemical use, and carbon sequestration. So the economics of regen ag. Reduced input costs. One of the immediate economic benefits of regen ag is the reduction in input costs. By removing synthetic fertilisers, pesticides and herbicides, farmers lower their expenses and their connection to multinational companies. With healthier soils and improved water retention, regen practices also lead to reduced irrigation costs, making farming more economically sustainable. Improved soil health. Healthy soil is a valuable asset for any farmer. Regen practices lead to soil that is richer in organic matter, more fertile and better at retaining moisture. These benefits translate into increased crop yields and higher quality produce, contributing to the economic viability of regen ag. Soil health is a commodity constantly on the improve with regen practices. It's like money in the bank, only the deposit is in the soil bank against future climate shocks. A hedge fund often surrounded by hedges. I think I can't take any more puns any further there. Diverse income streams. Many regen farms diversify their income streams by incorporating livestock or agroforestry practices or both. For example, integrating livestock into the system creates additional revenue streams from the sale of meat, milk or other animal products. Agroforestry, which combines tree planting with farming, offers opportunities for timber or fruit production, and increased livestock carrying capacity as the fruit trees provide feed as the pastures run down from summer and before the winter species have fully kicked in. Increased resilience. Regen ag fosters resilience in farming systems. Healthier soils and diversified crops make farms more resilient to extreme weather events, things such as droughts or heavy rainfall or storms or whatever. In turn, this resilience helps farmers maintain consistent production and income even in the face of changing climate conditions. Carbon markets and payments for ecosystem services. As the importance of carbon sequestration and ecosystem services becomes more widely recognised, there is a growing market for carbon credits and payments for ecological benefits. Farmers practicing regen ag can potentially tap into these markets, earning income from their carbon stored in their soils or the biodiversity they support. This is a tricky thing to measure at present, but could become an income stream in the future. In those jurisdictions that subsidise farming, the EU and the US in particular, funding for ecosystem services already kicked off in the EU, and it looks likely to be a thing in the near future in the US, depending on US administrations, obviously. Market demand for sustainable product. Consumers are increasingly seeking sustainably produced food and are willing to pay a premium for products that align with their values. Regen ag often results in high-quality, organic and environmentally friendly products, making them attractive to eco-conscious consumers. This market demand often translates into higher prices for regenerative products, and even if it doesn't, lower input costs mean there's still more money in the bank. Challenges and considerations. While regen ag offers economic benefits, its adoption can also pose challenges. The transition period. Transitioning to regen practices from chemically based systems may require a period of adjustment, during which farmers may experience lower yields. Some farmers may be hesitant to make the switch due to these initial setbacks. This will depend importantly on debt levels and credit. Knowledge and training. Farmers need to invest time in learning about regen practices and how they can be adapted to their specific environment. Knowledge gaps and the need for training are obstacles, but a little thing called the internet means ignorance is no longer an option. Market access. While demand for regen products is growing, market access may be limited in some regions. So building relationships with consumers and local markets is essential for successful adoption. A shorter supply chain, more local selling, and the building of personal relationships between producers and consumers adds to both the economics and the sustainability of a community. Initial investment. Some regen practices may require initial investments in equipment or infrastructure. However, the long-term benefits often outweigh these initial costs. This again is tied to debt levels and credit. Farmers are by and large a resilient bunch and great at problem solving and welding. Those two things are not disconnected, and they form a dangerously powerful combination, so that the initial investment may not be as much as some of the manufacturers would like people to think. Regen Ag is not only an environmentally responsible approach to farming, but also a profitable one. By reducing input costs, improving soil health and diversifying income streams, and tapping into market demand for sustainable products, Regen Ag offers a pathway to economic viability, environmental stewardship, and stronger communities. All good things. As more farmers and communities embrace these practices, the potential for positive change and a more sustainable, resilient, and profitable food system grows. By supporting Regen Ag and making informed choices about the food we consume, we can contribute to a future that not only benefits the environment, but also sustains and enhances economic well-being for farming communities worldwide. Ditching conventional practices for Regen Ag can lead to growing profits, fostering a win-win situation for both farmers and the planet. By doing so, we accelerate a certain process, decarbonising the air and recarbonising the soil. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with episode 9 in season 9. This has been a JM Podcasting Services production. Link in the show notes.